I just knocked over my oil. Oh well. Anyway, no kitchen is without mishaps. You always got to make sure you have plenty of kitchen toweling for mishaps. I just spilled a tablespoon of oil on the counter. So anyway, let's get another tablespoon of oil and try this again. So this is finger licking baked chicken. And I fix chicken legs so often that even I'm getting tired of them. So I said, you know what? I have got to figure out a different way to cook chicken legs. Because we have chicken legs and we have chicken legs. And we even have more in the freezer. So, anyway, the first ingredient in this, we're going to put the dry rub together, is a tablespoon of kosher salt or 2 teaspoons of regular salt. So I prefer Himalayan salt. So 1, 2 spoons of salt. And as I use each ingredient, I'm going to put it over here so I don't accidentally put the same ingredient in twice. And it calls for 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. And you can get the single spices at most major retailers for $1 or $2 per bottle. And it's always good to keep a variety of spices in your pantry so you can jazz up your food a little bit. And then we have 2 teaspoons of paprika. And this one is about done, so that's why I got my second jar. Yeah. So, and that. And then you're gonna get this other one out here. Do this very carefully without making a mess, I hope. And this has a lot of the same spices as my pulled pork, I've noticed. So we got the paprika. And now we have a teaspoon of brown sugar. And I don't want to stick the savory into the brown sugar, so I'm going to use another measuring device. Here is another teaspoon. We're going to get the brown sugar. And I'm going to pack that down a little bit. That's the sweet among all the savory. And then we have a teaspoon of dried oregano. Ooh-wee, that's pungent. Most of my spices I have gotten at grocery outlet or Target or Winco, any place that you get your groceries. Most of them have inexpensive spices. I know Aldi has inexpensive spices. And then we have cumin. Gonna use the clean side of this to wipe it off. Cumin. Ooh, got a little bit of oil on there. All right. So a teaspoon of cumin. Gotta shake that off there. We don't want to have it knock your socks off savory. And last but not least, a half a teaspoon of crushed pepper. And it also calls for fresh pepper too, ground pepper. Oop. I don't want to put too much in because it does get kind of knock your socks off spicy. So that's our pepper flakes and some crushed pepper, half a teaspoon freshly ground black pepper. Just gonna eyeball it. Just a few twists will do it. All right. So let me go ahead and wipe up the rest of this oil, or else I'm going to end up making a mess here.
More than you already have?
Yeah. All right. So let me get a fork. That is the weirdest shaped fork. But to go ahead and break up the spices, just break it all up. Look at all that spice.
Wow.
I've been fixing chicken pretty much the same way for the last several weeks, and I gotta change it up. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna find a new recipe to try and take you all along for the ride. So we're gonna dry off the chicken legs. Dry them off a little bit. And then on this pan, I have put some nonstick spray just to make sure that it doesn't stick too much. And this is a bar pan from Pampered Chef. A lot of my cooking equipment is from Pampered Chef because I used to sell Pampered Chef ages ago, and I got all kinds of cool stuff. For someone who likes to cook, it was a great side job, especially when the kids were little. Kind of along the lines of somebody selling Tupperware or Mary Kay. A nice little side business. So, let me keep drying these off. So basically you're going to dry off all your chicken legs. I had a bunch of little small packages of chicken that I unwrapped and opened up into this one big pan. So let me go ahead and get these puppies lined up. Sometimes if you do end to end, so the fatter part of the drumstick is next to the skinnier part of the neighboring drumstick, you can get more on your pan. I'm not criticizing my chicken legs, but top to tail, fat to skinny, however you want to call it, to put the small bits next to the big bits.
You just use the one paper towel for each and every one of them.
Well, I've switched it out twice. I just have the trash can right next to me, so I can...
I'm not going to see you do it then.
It's a secret. Yes. So, and then it says to drizzle the oil on the chicken legs. I'm just going to aim for the meaty part of the chicken leg. Alright. And again, I've already put a little bit of nonstick spray on the sheet pan. And these bar pans, stoneware, is kind of like cast iron in that it builds up a season on it to make it more non-stick. So, anyway, now we're going to put the seasoning on it, which just says to sprinkle on the seasoning. This is going to be a very well seasoned chicken, and it's going to cook at 425 for 20 minutes, and then you turn it over and then cook it for another 20. And I'm going to take these and turn them over so I can season the other side. I had to find a new way of cooking drumsticks because even I was getting tired of them. The dogs didn't mind because there were still some left at the end of the week.
I didn't mind.
Well, it made nice fast lunches and quick dinners.
Well, I love chicken, so...
Yeah. I just was getting weary of it, and I think everybody else except Daddy was getting weary of it. So, just sprinkle the seasoning over both sides of the chicken legs. Alright. Alright, this is a lot of seasoning. This is going to be some very fragrant chicken legs. So, anyway, we're going to cook these at 425 for 20 minutes. Then flip them over and cook the other side for 20 minutes. So, we will bring you back when we are ready to flip the drumsticks over. So, make sure you like and subscribe and share this video to your friends and leave us a comment, and we'll be right back with you. Alright, so the chicken is cooked for 20 minutes. And now we're going to flip it over. Take the tongs and flip the chicken. Flipping the chicken is a much better thing to do than flipping a bird, right?
Well, it depends on what kind of mood you're in.
Yeah, or if you're driving or not.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the metal tongs better, but they're dirty. I have lots of tongs. This is easier when you cook a lot. Whoops. This is going to be some tasty chicken. I find it easier to do it this way rather than take out the pan and then put it back in. I don't know. So then we're gonna bake it for another 20 minutes. So I got one last leg to flip over here. All right. So it's now at about the halfway mark. I can't talk. So 20 more minutes and then it will be done, and we'll bring you back. All right, and the chicken legs have cooked for a total of 40 minutes at 425. And they look absolutely delicious.
They do.
So I'm gonna take them over here. So we're gonna let them cool off for a little bit, and then we'll do a taste test and show you how yummy they are. So we'll be back with you shortly. So Logan's gonna do the taste test. He's gonna taste the chicken. You can either use a fork or your fingers for the chicken.
Whatever seasoning that is on there is very good.
Oh, thank you. It's a lot of seasoning.
Delicious as usual.
Yeah.
Was that a recipe a keeper?
Yes.
Make it again? Well, so we got a lot more chicken legs in the freezer to use up. So anyway, make sure you like and subscribe and share this video to your friends. And leave us a comment. And come back again soon for another recipe.
Thank you for watching Miss Cindy's Kitchen. To get more recipes like this one, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for notifications when new videos are uploaded. Share it out to your friends, family, neighbors, and leave us a comment to let us know how this recipe worked for you. And don't forget to hit that like button. Again, thank you for watching Miss Cindy's Kitchen.